Bna, Canada, a land of diversity and full of history. It is known for its famous Confederation in 1867. Well, I already know about Confederation. Yeah, dude, I learned this like 2 months ago. What happened after the Confederation, Iram? Well, let's find out. So, we'll be talking about 3 topics. The first one is the Bna Act. The second one is sections 91 and 92 of the Bna Act. The third one is changes in the Canadian map. First, let's talk about the Bna Act. Now, the question is, what is the Bna Act? Well, the Bna Act is what created the Dominion of Canada in 1867 when it was passed by the British government. It is a detailed document containing 147 sections. In 1982, Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau and Queen Elizabeth II signed the document agreeing that for the first time, Canadian government could make changes to its constitution without the British Parliament's approval. Of course, the Queen still remains the head of the government. So there are section 91 and 92 in the Bna Act. So section 91 talks about the powers that the Parliament have. So the country's government, they can control powers such as the public debt and property. They can control postal service. They can control military, defense. They can control navigation, shipping. They can control currency, etc. And all the major powers the federal government controls. And that's what section 91 is for. And section 92 talks about the powers that the provincial government can have. So for example, they can control taxes in the province. They can control shops, markets, and all other businesses in the province. So they basically controls generally all matters in the province. So this is the map of British North America in 1849. You have New Caledonia, Northwestern Territory. You have Rupert's Land, which is owned by the HBC. You have the province of Canada, which is divided into Upper Canada and Lower Canada. You have New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland. Now on the second map, you can see that the area of New Caledonia have been changed into British Columbia. And also, the Dominion of Canada is formed by 3 provinces of British North America. The provinces of Canada, which was split into the provinces of Ontario and Quebec, and the colonies of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. Now on the third map, you can see that the province of Manitoba have joined Canada. Well, the reason for this is because Manitoba originally belonged to Rupert's Land, which belonged to the HBC. However, the Canadian government bought Manitoba from the HBC. Still, there was Métis people living in Manitoba, and there was one person named Louis Riel. He wasn't happy with the Canadians because they never paid attention to the Métis people or their concerns. So he decided to join forces with the Métis people and the Aboriginal people to fight off against the Canadians. However, at the end, Louis had to surrender and the Canadian got control over Manitoba and Manitoba joined Canada. On this map, you can see that the province of British Columbia joined Canada. Now, the reason for this is because there were lots of debates during 1870, and somehow British Columbia agreed with the idea of Confederation and joined Canada. Now in here, PEI joined Canada as the 7th province. And the reason they joined Canada is because they were guaranteed a ferry link. As you can see in this map,
Distrito Keewatin
was created in order to provide the government a growing area north of Manitoba and west of Ontario. Now in this map, you can see that the provinces of Alberta and Saskatchewan were created from the Northwest Territories. And also you can see that the district of Keewatin have dissolved, so it's gone forever. Now in this map, you can see that the provinces of Manitoba, Ontario and Quebec were all expanded into just how it looks like today. Now in here, Newfoundland and Labrador joined Canada. However, it is named Newfoundland by the Bna Act of 1949. Now in here, the territory of Nunavut was created from the Northwest Territories. And also all the districts, for example the district of Franklin, have been all dissolved. And also Yukon Territory, it has been renamed to just Yukon.